Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is John and I regularly post ukulele tutorials here on YouTube at all different levels. Today we're learning the classic tune L.O.V.E, which was written by Bert Kaempfer and Milt Gabler, and although covered by many artists, is probably best known for the 1964 recording by Nat King Cole. It's a fun, jazzy piece that's perfect for ukulele players of all levels and has a very catchy vibe. So make sure you're tuned to standard G, C, E, A, and let's get started. We're going to focus on the basic chords, which are all reasonably easy shapes, but there are a few different kinds of 7 chords within this song that you may not already be familiar with. We'll be looking at the song in the key of G major, which is the same key that Nat King Cole recorded the song in. I will link in the card above and the video description below to a play-along video that I've created in order for you to practice once you've got the chord sequence down. Before we get into breaking this song down, if you find this video tutorial helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for notifications so that you know as and when I post new videos. If you'd like a PDF of the song sheet with the lyrics and the chord diagrams, buy me a coffee. See how to do so in the video description below and I'll email one over to you. Or alternatively, join me over at my Patreon page where all my tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. After a 4-bar intro with a lovely little chord vamp, which is a running theme throughout the song and I'll cover in a minute, the rest of the song is in a standard A-B format that gets repeated twice in this arrangement. In the Nat King Cole version there's also a trumpet solo over an extra B section which is played in the middle of the form. But in order to keep things simple, we won't be covering this in this arrangement. I personally also like to add a repeat of the intro chord vamp before repeating the whole A-B form for the second time around. This vamp is also added again during the repeated line ending as per the original, and I'll cover all this in just a moment. For the majority of the song, I generally play down, down, up, down, up, or what is commonly referred to as calypso or the island strum for most of the song. So however, for the intro, each bar is sharing 2 chords, where the bar is split evenly with the chords taking 2 beats each. Because of this, it's probably best not to think of any specific strumming pattern as such, but more to think of it as just 4 down strums per bar, 2 on each chord, with the occasional up strum added for interest and to imply the swing feel of the song. The chord sequence for the 4-bar intro is as follows. For the first 2 beats of the bar we have a G major chord. For beats 3 and 4 of the same bar we have an E minor 7. Note here how by just taking away the 3rd finger from the G chord we're left with the E minor 7 shape. So G, take the 3rd finger away, E minor 7. In bar 2 we change this to a G major 7 chord for the first 2 beats of the bar, and I generally fret all 3 of the strings nearest the floor with my index finger, but feel free to experiment with any other ways of fretting this chord shape. For beats 3 and 4 of bar 2 we go back to our E minor 7 chord. Then for bars 3 and 4 we just repeat the last 2 bars again. So 2 beats of G, 2 beats of E minor 7, 2 beats of G major 7, and 2 beats of E minor 7. So if I just demonstrate those first 4 bars with just 2 down strums per chord, we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4. And now with a couple of up strums added in the 2nd bar each time. Hopefully you can hear how this adds a little more interest as opposed to just playing the down strums. As I explained before, this split bars intro is a bit of a recurring theme throughout the song, so it would be really good to get familiar and practice with this before delving further into the song, in order that it won't be a surprise after playing the full bar strumming pattern for the rest of the song. The A section is 16 bars long, and these are the chords we'll be using. In bar 1 we have a full bar of G major that goes to a bar of E minor 7 in bar 2. In bar 3 we have a full bar of C major, and in bar 4 we have a full bar of D7. In bars 5 and 6 we get 2 more bars of D7, and then in bar 7 we go back to G major. In bar 8 we have another E minor 7. Then for bars 9 and 10 we have 2 bars of G7. In bars 11 and 12 we have 2 bars of C. In bars 13 and 14 we have 2 bars of A7. And then on the first beat of bar 15 we play a single stopped D7 chord, and then we don't play anything else for the rest of that bar or for the whole of bar 16. Sometimes I like to play the strings muted after the stop here, which can help with keeping time. Let me just demo what I mean. So here I'm literally just placing all my fretting hand fingers across the strings so that they're touching the strings but not actually pressing them down. So let me just demo the whole of the A section. 1, 2, 3, 4. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can. The B section is also effectively 16 bars long and is actually exactly the same chord sequence as the A section up until and including bar 11. After this it has a slightly different ending to the A section. So in bar 1 we have a G. In bar 2 we have our E minor 7. Bar 3 a C major. And in bar 4 a D7. In bars 5 and 6 then we have another 2 bars of D7. And then in bar 7 we go back to G. Then we have an E minor 7 in bar 8. In bars 9 and 10, 2 bars of G7. In bar 11 we have another bar of C. Then this time in bar 12 we have an A7. Then in bar 13 we go back to G. In bar 14 we play a bar of D7. And then for bars 15 and 16 we repeat the intro chord vamp. So bar 15 has a G and then an E minor 7 sharing the bar, and bar 16 has a G major 7 and then another E minor 7 sharing that bar. After this I like to repeat bars 15 and 16 once again to take us back into the whole AAB form again for the second time.
So the B section with the extra 2 bar vamp would sound something like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. After the B section, with the extra 2 bar vamp, we would then repeat the whole A section again with exactly the same lyrics. So I won't go over this again or demonstrate it, as you can skip back in the video if you need to recap anything. After repeating the A section, we would then repeat the B section again with the same lyrics, except after playing the 2-bar vamp in bars 15 and 16, we would effectively go back to repeat the last line again with a bar of G, and then a bar of D7, and then we play the 2-bar vamp once again, and then we repeat the last line once again with a bar of G, then a bar of D7, and then I like to finish with a dead stop on a single G chord on the word you. So the B section the second time around with the twice repeating last line ending would sound something like this. A 1, 2, 3, 4. Love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it, take my heart, and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. And there you have it. You've learnt all the chords, the rhythm and the arrangement for L.O.V.E. Play it with some swing and I'm sure you'll have it down very quickly. As I mentioned before, I've linked in the card above and the video description to a play along video in order to help you practice. If you found this video tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or if there's a particular song that you'd like me to teach next. If you'd like a PDF copy of the song sheet with the lyrics and the chord boxes, buy me a coffee, see how to do so in the video description below, and I'll email one over to you. Alternatively, join me over at my Patreon page where all my video tutorials and accompanying PDFs can be found in one place. Thanks for watching and bye for now.